All right, today we're going to talk about something that sounds kind of technical, but trust me, it's like a secret superpower for your writing. We're talking transitive versus intransitive verbs. Let's dive in.
So, to kick things off, we're going to play detective. Think of this first part as a puzzle, a little mystery of some missing words. Okay, so right off the bat, I've got a question for you. Take a look at this next sentence. What feels off about it? Leon puts on the table. See? It just kind of stops. It feels incomplete, doesn't it? Your brain is immediately going, wait, Leon puts what on the table? There's a huge gap there, a missing piece of the puzzle. And hey, it's not just that one sentence. Look at these. Lena gets, Michael likes, Kim describes. They all do the same thing. They start an action, but they never tell us what or who is on the receiving end. They just leave us hanging. It's so unsatisfying. Okay, so what is this missing piece that we're all sensing? Well, this leads us to our first big clue in solving this whole thing. We need to talk about something called verbs and their objects. And boom, here it is, the big reveal. That missing piece, it's the receiver of the verb's action. It's the person or thing that the verb is actually doing something to. So let's put a name to it. This receiver thingy is called the object. So when we fix those earlier sentences, Leon puts the book on the table, or Michael likes the movie. The book and the movie are the objects. See? That's what completes the thought. All right, now that we found our missing piece, the object, we can bring in our two main suspects. This is the heart of the mystery, folks. Transitive versus intransitive verbs. This is the whole shebang. Okay, check this out. Look at the two sides here. On the left, the action is totally self-contained. Leon sleeps. That's it. The action starts with Leon and it ends with Leon. But look at the right. The action actually goes somewhere. Leon puts the book. The action travels from Leon over to the book. So, those verbs on the right, the ones that pass their action along, we call those transitive verbs. And here's a super easy way to remember it. Transitive sounds a lot like transfer. These verbs transfer their action to an object. Simple, right? And the other guys, the ones on the left, those are intransitive. Their action is all about themselves. It's self-contained. They don't need an object to make sense. Leon sleeps is a complete thought. I mean, you can't really sleep a book, can you? The action just stays with Leon. Okay, but wait. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, here comes the plot twist. What happens when a transitive verb is, hiding its object, when it looks like there isn't one? Take a look at this. Selma is painting. Now, on the surface, there's no object, right? But our brains can immediately ask the question, what is Selma painting? A portrait? The fence? A masterpiece? Because that question makes perfect sense, we know the verb painting is capable of taking an object. And that means it's still transitive, even if the object is playing hide and seek. So, is there a way to be 100% sure every single time? A foolproof test to know what you're dealing with? You bet there is. Let's get to what I like to call the ultimate litmus test. And here it is, the secret weapon. It all boils down to asking one simple question. Can this sentence be made passive? I'm telling you, this little trick works like a charm. It solves the case every single time. So here's how you do it. Let's start with an active sentence, something like, Lena picks up the bike. Okay, step 1, find the object. That's easy, it's the bike. Now, step 2, try to make that object the new subject of the sentence. Can we say, the bike is picked up by Lena? Yeah, that works perfectly. It makes total sense. So here's the rule. Transitive verbs will always pass this test. The cheeseburger is being eaten by Tommy. Totally works. But now let's try it with one of those intransitive verbs, like Leon sleeps. Can we flip it? What is being slept by Leon? No way. That's just complete gibberish. It totally fails the test. And that's the whole secret right there. The reason the passive voice test works is because it needs an object to function. You have to have an object in the original sentence that you can grab and move to the front to become the new subject. If there's no object to begin with, well, you can't do it. It's really that simple. And there you have it, mystery solved. And look, understanding this stuff isn't just for passing a grammar test. It's a real practical tool. This is that grammar superpower I was talking about. So let's just do a super quick recap. Transitive verb, it needs an object, even if it's hiding, and it will always pass the passive voice test. Intransitive verb, nope, no object, and it will always fail that test. That's the bottom line. But again, why should you care? Because when you really know how your verbs work, if they're transferring action or just keeping it to themselves, it gives you so much more control as a writer. You can build sentences that are way clearer, way more precise, and frankly, just have more style.
So here's a little challenge for you. The next time you're writing something, an email, a report, anything, just pause for a second and look at the verbs you're using. Ask yourself, where is the action going? Is it moving to an object or is it staying put? Because now you know exactly how to spot the action's path.